And hello to all my Virgo friends. I'd like to welcome you in. My name is Scott Sagent, and today I'll be doing your free psychic tarot reading for June 2022. Now today they've dialed up for you a very specific love spread. We're going to set it up in the storyline format, cast a very wide net across all of my Virgos. Going to be interesting to see. It allows me to be quite accurate because it's like a lot of mini readings all in one. We're going to tell a lot of different stories. They may not all be about you. You may have a few that resonate with you, but at the end of the day, it's all about finding the one. There's going to be one in there that's just for you. It's going to be a home run. So stick with that. We are going to conclude your reading. They asked that I do a yes or no spread. It's a very interesting one, so I need to tell you about it right now because you need to start thinking about it right now, what your yes or no question is. Quantum, with the fact that there is no time, that time is an illusion, allows this to be possible. And I'm going to be able to answer your question in context. So ask it right now in your mind, yes or no, and the universe and my spirit guides and everything else that is going on here energetically, we'll put that all together and I'll be able to answer that for you at the end of the reading. We're also going to conclude at the end of your reading with the Runestone. So we have a big agenda, lots to do, lots to discuss and talk about Virgo. We're going to get into it right now. We'll waste no more time. The cards are already shuffled. I do that ahead of time to save us a bunch of time. Right now I'm going to bring you in so you can watch. Go ahead and hit that like button if you're ready to have a great June. And we are on. Here we go. What I'm doing now are my ritual cuts. Basically cuts each deck into 3 different pieces, and we put it back together in a separate order. That satisfies the ritual aspect of tarot and is the same procedure for personal private readings. Do that to both of these decks here. And that way it's just like you're here with me. Alright, so the storyline format starts with 5 cards, and then I expand out from there as needed. So here's our first group of 5. A lot is blocked. Well, actually just 60%. That is actually going to be the entire spread, guys. I expected this to be a large one, and it's going to expand out once I add more cards and get the descriptors on this. But the core group is your main group. This is what I want you to see. Let's see. Do I need to? I'm going to separate it out first, and we're going to go individually since it's a smaller spread. Okay, so we're going to go like this. This is going to be our 3 stories, just like so. And since, if a love spread sounds familiar to you, it's because last month, Virgo got a love spread also. So family, friends, relationship, loved ones, all very big themes for Virgos the last couple months. Okay, so I have all my card work done there. I do need some Oracle Angel cards. And then we'll be ready to get started. At least here on this, the 3 stories here, you guys were nice to me. 3 stories. Sometimes I'm used to 4, 5, or 6. So, interesting. Now let's check the inverts. We have a lot here and 2/3 here. So I do need to do a couple discards. This one is going to stay just the way it is. And this one is going to all be uprighted. Order needs to stay the same. Very important to do so in tarot. And then my last order of duty here is going to be just showing you everything. So let's see what we have. You can almost see it all right now, since it's not that large of a spread. There we go. There is everything. Story 1, story 2, and story 3. And that's the way that I'll read it as well. So let's get started, Virgo. Make sure you guys hit that like button because Virgos used to be my #1 always. And I'm a Virgo too, reading with you guys here, so rooting for a good month. Make sure you hit that like button because Virgos used to always be #1 in likes, and the last few months have fallen off quite a bit. So we need to get that back, Virgo. We can't let these other signs do you like that. Do us like that. All right, story 1, guys. In the month of June, I do have some injury proneness. Keep in mind that this is a love reading, so here this is people getting beaten up, likely with either situations in the family, or it could be a relationship that's really just taken a heavy load here of some form. And in a love spread, this may not be your love relationship. What if you're single? They could be saying here that you just are having a brutal time trying to change this, trying to meet somebody that's worth a darn, all that kind of stuff here. They are telling you to be very gentle with yourself. I have the gentleness card coming in. They're telling you that at this time, really you want to surround yourself with good people. It's a delicate time for my people that are going through this, for my Virgos here, that their love corner is a little battered and bruised right now. You know, maybe situations with the family are a little rough, or you're going through some turbulent, tough, treacherous times. And that's what they're talking about here, is that's the way out. That is the advice. Surround yourself with good people. Even if they're outside of your family, let's say they're close friends or you work with some good people, that is definitely the way out. It is a short and sweet story. It's really only just 2 cards. And that's pretty much as far as I can get into it in a general reading. We do have a lot of Virgo bubble energy tuning in, so it's very hard to read one card for everybody like that. But that is what the general readings are. If you're looking for private, personal readings that are specific only to you, only your energy, I do offer those on my website, scottsagent.com. Let's get into your story 2. Story 2 is the biggest one as far as cards are concerned. Let's see what they have in store for you here. Virgos, here in story 2, we have the love corner happening very, very fast. We have fast traveling news. We have the fastest card in the deck here with my 8 of Wands. It doesn't tell me if this news is positive or negative. Right now, at least. We might have a better idea as we read further into this, but this is just very, very fast news. Very, very fast. Something you never expected at all just comes in and radically changes something with the family, something with the relationship, something with a friendship, something like that. Well, relationship, friendship, they're all relationships, just different kinds of relationships. We have the star card coming in. This is inverted, so this is letting me know that this month, in the month of June, is really all about your choices here. It's less about momentum and that things that are coming to you, and more about your day-to-day choices. That can be a very empowering thing. And it's also very important for you to take advantage of that, because it is your choices that enact what happens next down your path, down your journey. So what are these choices? What are you trying to do? June is going to be a very big I was going to say like a fork in the road, but I feel like it's a lot of different forks. I feel like there's a fork branching off here, fork, and there's just, all these little decisions. They might not even be big. Some of them, of course, may be, but this is more, it feels more day-to-day, smaller type stuff, but they are impactful. They are important. They make a difference. We do have a spiritual disconnect here, or something major needs to be sold. Let me read it that way first. In a general reading, I try to give you guys everything that's going on here. First, if this is something that they want you to sell, this is something that needs to go, maybe that just could bring you in some money that you need, something you need to work on, maybe something you've been hanging on to for too long. But they have a big sale going on here. They show you selling something. The other version of this card would be purchase, but since it's turned, it's saying that you're not actually buying, you're the seller here. You're getting rid of something, so you're getting a chunk of money. It's something to consider. If you have anything like that you've been maybe procrastinating on or waiting on, we're going to get into more of that with the moon cycles, because that is very, very full moon energy. The other thing that they bring up here is that there's small emotional setbacks going on in the month of June. Keep in mind that it's just not... you're not getting the celebratory energy coming in June. When I say setbacks, this is emotional setbacks, so it might be just ties to your heart that maybe you were thinking something was going to happen in June. Maybe this person was going to change their ways in June. Maybe we're going to get this good news about the house in June. Something like that. It's just an emotional pull to your heart, and it's letting you know that June just might not be when it hits. This may be on a delay. Maybe the success comes in July. It's hard to say, hard to pinpoint. They do say sensitivity here, so my Virgos are extremely sensitive. This has come up twice now, guys, because we had gentleness in story 1. Now we have sensitivity in story 2. It's letting you know that, the vibration's high, the veil is thin, and here you are, guys, dealing with all these energies and emotions at this time. So make sure that you honor yourself and your feelings. Be kind to others, and also be kind to yourself. Do not be too hard on yourself. So that's what story 2 is mostly about. I do want to get into the moon cycles right now, because that's going to tie right into there. Now, the full moon energy in June, I like to give you guys this every month so you know what's coming. June 14th. That's what happens first. It's a full moon. That's the best time to get anything out of your life. Let's say you got to sell something there. You got to get something out of there. That's full moon energy, guys. Hit it all the way. You don't have to do it on the 14th. Just any time right around that middle of the month is really key and ideal for that. And it's much easier to walk downhill than it is to walk uphill. And that's what this full moon and the new moon both do for you. Now, the new moon rolls in very late in the month. This is on the 28th. June presents an interesting month because we have new moon energy coming in early in the month and late in the month. But the strongest is late, very, very late, there around the 28th. So that's what I want you to focus on for bringing anything brand new into your life. Doesn't matter if you're trying to do something new with love, relationship, something new with health, something new with work, new job, new career, or even something new financially. It is much better placed toward the end of June, more so than the middle. Middle is what you want to avoid. If the moon cycles are something that interests you or you'd like to see the visual for it, I've put together a little graphic that's on my website. It's parked on my videos page. It's at the bottom of that, and you can check that out for free. It shows a little graphic of how these energies come in and out and how you can line up things in your life to just implement positive change a little easier. And that's really what that's all about. While you're at the website, I have a brand new product that launched last month. I'm very proud of it. It is my health or chakra scrub. It is part of the mini reading series along with the My Month that talks about your month, along with the angel protection and animal totem mini audio reading. Very, very popular ones there. And that health or chakra scrub has rave reviews. Very, very happy with the way it turned out. And those are all available at any time, and personalized products too. So there is no bubble energy like the Virgo energy we are sharing here. So it is extremely accurate. Check that out on the website as well. And while you're at the website, the newsletter, make sure you're signed up for the newsletter. It's at the very bottom of my, I think, bottom of every page, to be honest with you. That newsletter sign up is at the bottom everywhere. And that is that's going to get you promo codes. I only send one newsletter email per month. Promo codes save you money on readings. Lots of good new stuff that's coming out. You're the first to access all of it. I actually give out a couple of readings free per year for my newsletter people. So I take good care of you guys. So make sure you're signed up for that. All right, let's move into your story 3. Story 3 here is, they want you to be a little guarded here in your love corner, with family, with friends, with whatever you have going on. They're letting you know, okay, they're bringing up you are safe. So that's letting me know that a few of you, some, or at least, a ration of my audience here, feels like they're just not safe in the situation. Maybe something feels a little crazy or turbulent or just out of whack, maybe imbalanced, something like that. And they're letting me know that you are safe. So you're protected. Your loved ones are safe. Spiritually, you're safe from, the lower energies and so forth. They're guarding you, your loved ones, and your home. So for some of you, you have stuff going on within the home too. Not just like within the walls of the home, but like maybe stuff going on with the home, like projects, like renovations, like things breaking and being replaced and stuff like that going on. So they're letting you know that, you're being guarded here in this regard, angelically, but also that you need to, at the same time, guard yourself. You need to be draw your line in the sand here. And, if this is behavioral, if there's anybody that you're dealing with that is close to your circle that is just not acting right, they're asking you to draw your line in the sand here. They're not saying go after it. They actually want you to be a little more backseat energy here, kind of let things play out in front of you, but at the same time, protect yourself while doing so. And that is kind of a vague message, if you will, but that their spirit is probably doing that on purpose to get a whole bunch of you to attach to it. This may be a very large part of my audience. Either here or story 2 is likely the big ones there for my Virgos. They do also mention here that there is authority. You guys have done so good. You guys have done so good with taking control of the family, the situations that are going on in your loved corner with your loved ones, or even just your love situation in general. It shows it in very, very good control, but at the same time, you're going to need to continue to do so. We have a continuance being asked for here with the King of Cups. So that is basically saying, make your own decisions here. Don't let other people choose for you. Do what's best for you. And, everything else will play itself out the way it needs to. We do have, and this is probably part of the reassurance or even the advice, we have things moving into smoother waters here with my 6 of Swords. This can also mean travel. So some of my Virgos may be doing some traveling in June. If not, definitely something to consider because it is coming up here in story 3, especially if the rest of the story was about you here. So we have that, and things are just improving. So, as long as we're moving in a good trajectory, that's what I like to see. That's what I'm concerned with the most. And it is. It's moving into smoother waters because, truthfully, all this card had to do was be turned the other way, and it would be saying things are actually getting rougher. But they're not doing that. Okay, so things are improving. Keep that in mind as you go through June. Tell yourself, even on the bad days, that it's not going to be like this for long. You know, this is improving. This situation is getting better. And, you know, I'll deal with this today. And tomorrow will be a new day and new challenges, but I'll be there for them and I'll overcome them too, because we are moving into smoother, calmer waters. So very good there. Now let's get into, I'm going to do the Runestone here while I'm looking at all of the cards before I get into your yes or no. So I'm going to get that right now for you guys. Also want to take this opportunity to thank everybody for, this is my 1-year anniversary on YouTube. I've been doing tarot for 8 years, but on YouTube for 1. So this has completed that cycle. So thank you guys so much. You all make it possible every single month, and give me a great little tour here, and sometimes some hard work as well. But my Virgos are great. So let me show you guys this here. This is actually not the Harry Potter sign. At least as the Runestones are concerned. Maybe it is a Harry Potter sign. But here, this little lightning bolt symbol here is wholeness in the Runestones. That's completion. That is complete fruition. Things getting wrapped up. Closure going on. So that is a very big theme for the month for my Virgos. And wholeness, you know, is a good reminder. I don't want to say to be selfish, but keep in mind your interests first. It's always good to look out for other people and be kind to others and help out others any way that you can. But at the same time, if you're the one that needs the help and you're not whole, that has to happen first, because only once you are relatively complete are you able to give back and help others. So keep that in mind also. And that probably resonates through all the stories. Doesn't matter where you are, Virgo. That's kind of the message they wanted to give you through the Runestone. So let's get into your yes or no. I did not use that many cards, so I'm going to actually just keep going here and not cut away, and we'll just run it as it is. So here we go. Virgo, yes or no. Hope you guys have thought of that, because here we go. It's coming. On my left will be yes. I'm going to start with 3 cards. And on my right will be no. A little bit more information here. Very chatty yes side. No side is not very chatty. It's much more crisp and clear and all that stuff. The blockages look good. Everything there looks good. I do need 1 angel card, and we're ready to go, guys. I'm going to start with no, just because, like I said, that yes side is very, very chatty group. So we're going to actually start with the no, because I'll put more time into the yes. So consider the context of this, because they do have a lot of questions they're going to have to answer. Virgos are one of my most viewed episodes, always, every single month. On the no side, they're talking about rest, relaxation, sometimes even this can be inheritance, waiting for things to happen, but mostly hitting the reset button. It can also be vacation, like on the beach type energy. It is just very restful. It's relaxing. That's what they are bringing up first on the no side. I did pull 3 cards, so hang on. There's also an element of a small victory that's coming up in no. For a lot of you, this could be work related. If you asked a work question, this could be coming up as a small victory by not doing something. Hard to give you an example of that. Oh, well, okay. What they're putting on me here is like, let's say you thought about leaving your job for another job. By not leaving your job, maybe you'll get a raise. Maybe this will work out better for you. Maybe you'll make more money by staying. That's just a few examples of what that could be there. The other thing that comes up here is they're looking ahead down the path, and this is for my Virgos here on the no side that are really stuck between 2 sides, really stuck between a decision or something like that. They're letting you know that in a great capacity, it's going to work out the same either way. So if you're really kind of dwelling on the no side of this, I guess that's how I'm going to have to target you guys. I'd like to tell you not to, but since they're showing me that you dwell on this so much, it's going to be hard for you not to. So whatever piece that I can tell you here, that it's going to work out either way. They're looking ahead down the path, down your timeline, and they're seeing whether you do this or whether you do that, it's actually going to work out almost the same. So why would you worry about it? Why would you stress? And this is mostly up here. This is a very mental card here. Anytime we have swords, it's a mental suit. We do have some more swords on the yes side, but a different energy. Let's go through it. First, we have Fertility coming up with the Empress card. I don't know if anybody asked about maybe conceiving, or this can be the birth of new things like projects, work, things coming physical world to the touch new. And that's why it's the birth card, but it's also feminine energy. Just letting you guys know that any kind of feminine energy is coming up on the yes side. Also new business, they reinforce that quite a lot. So if any of you are asking about work type stuff, work, business, enterprise area of study, it does come up quite astutely on yes. We also have the kind of the caveat there, or the thing to worry about, is that they don't want you to neglect something. There's an aspect to the money or the process there that needs to be very, very well attended to, and that's what's going to give you prosperity. That's where your material needs will be met. That's where the money will flow, and basically moving your dreams into reality. But you cannot neglect it. You can't let it go. You got to take a lot of pride into it and put a lot of work into it. Okay, guys. Next part of the yes that comes up, we have a bunch of people. They gave me a lot of people. We're at least dealing with 2 people. It could be more. I mean, it could even be more than 3. I have to stop pulling cards at some point, but they gave me a page, a queen, and another page. And the first queen really just lets me know we're talking about a person. So since I basically have double pages, I view this as younger people than you. So if you asked about somebody younger than you, this would be coming up here, and probably a couple of them. Could even be kids. It's usually a generation gap younger. And you know, I think these are connected. I wasn't sure at first, but I think they are connected, because I can talk about people cards, but what are the people doing, right? Well, the last thing that they show me what the people are doing is getting over some getting over some problems, getting over some chaotic either situations, or things are improving. It is my war and chaos card, but thankfully it is turned the good way. So it's showing that things are on the up and up here. Things are getting better and improving, and this war and chaos is subsiding. So things are much improved there. And that is the complete yes side. That is a complete no side. If you feel like I didn't answer your question, maybe go back through it again and kind of ask yourself how they would be answering you yes, or how they would be answering you no, with so many people asking you questions. And there's usually something in there that you kind of direct you, or at least an indicator that'll give you an idea of where they're trying to go with that for you specifically. So that is the entire reading, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining. I hope you have a wonderful June. Please remember to like and subscribe so you see the future videos. That's it for me. Take care.